Hey guys, this is Scott and welcome to my YouTube channel, Escape Art by Scott. And I will be doing another painting video for you today. Before I get going, hey, keep subscribing to that channel guys and help me out. Hit that old like button. The way I understand it, the more likes, the more subscribers, the more, it gets out to the world, And I guess that's the way it works. But anyway, let's get right to it. Got a 16 by 20 canvas here for you today, and today will be this particular painting will be a few a mountain and a mountain in front of it, maybe a little stream here, and maybe a few deer. I like to start putting some animals in my paintings, some more deer, and I've been practicing a little bit, but that's a trial and error there with the animals. But anyway, I'm going to give it a shot anyway, but let me get going, and I'm going to cover this top part like I always do with some white paint. I'm going to shut off the camera, that'll save me some time. The battery life on my camera, try to get this all in one video. So I hate to go and charge up my camera and then come back out here and to finish up. I hate doing that. So while I'm out here, I like to get this whole video done for you, and I can't get the video done unless I stop talking. Okay, so let me get to it. So I want to cover this all up with some white paint. Be right back. Alright guys, I covered that up with some white paint here, and I'm going to go ahead and just mist that just a little bit, just to wet it down just a little. Got me some sky blue color, and just want to come right down in here. Something like this. You start out wide up at top, and work your way down, get smaller and smaller. It gives you that distance what you're looking for in your sky, okay? Maybe something right over here, something like this. Alright. Now I'm going to go right straight into some phthalo blue. Phthalo blue, and right here on the edges. Over here on the other side. Phthalo blue a little darker than the sky blue. Alright. Now let's just blend this right up. I want to step back and take a look at it and see what I got. But I want to say one thing though. You really don't need to put in the white paint. If you spray it down with some water and then come back in with your blue, that's okay too. It's just that then your blue will stay true, it won't lighten up. But with the white paint you put on here, it lightens up the color a little bit, and that's what I wanted in my painting here. So either way, as long as it's wet, and it go on slick, okay? So the white paint will lighten up the color. If you just spray it with water, whatever, the blue is going to stay true to that color. It won't lighten it up at all. Alright, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm mixing in some paint, and mixing in some black, blue, and some white, just to lighten it down. My first mountain wanted to be lighter than the one that's going to go in front of it, so that's why I lightened it up some. So let's say right about here, I'm going to come down like this, something like that, and just, I ain't going to fuss around with the sky because they're going to have a lot of mountain areas, so a lot of the sky is going to be covered up. So why fuss with the sky so much? What are you going to cover it all up anyway? That's the way I see things. And I'll come back in here and fill this all in. Alright, and I'll be right back. Alright. As this is dry, I'm going to go ahead and put my water in now before I put my other mountain in. And I got me some Prussian blue on my brush here, and I'm just going to come right in here, and I'm going to just dab in this color right here. I like to go ahead and put my water in and then put my land around that water. That's the way I like to do it. It's kind of a pain if you don't have your water in and you put your land. Now you got to go behind that land to put your water in and all. Sometimes it don't work out. For me anyway. Now I'm going to have a mountain coming this way, so I ain't going to worry too much about this section over here. Now I'm going to go right straight into some sap green, any type of green, and just wherever. I like a little green in my water. That's what I need to come up with this here. Something like that. Now while it's still wet, just dab a little white paint and come up in here and just hit some of it. Just here and there. Now here we go. Go ahead and wet it down just a little. And just go across. You know, painting very different. You know, you can have 10 people, 10 artists lined up, painting the same painting, and all 10 of them do it different. I just paint a very simple way of painting. If you want a hard way to paint or the long version of this here, you know, I guess to each their own, go ahead. But I don't do it that way. I do it the easy way. And there you got instant water. So I'm going to step back and see what I got, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm going to put in my next mountain here, which is going to be darker. All I got is pressure blue and black on this one. And I'm going to come right about here. Something like that. And again, I'm going to come back in here and just paint that in. So I'll be right back. See, I'm going to save this. I ain't going to go all the way over here. See, right up in here, I'm going to have me a little water, maybe even a little waterfall coming right here, and maybe up here somewhere, whatever. But I'm going to have it snaking right around that bend. Okay? I hope it ends up like that. All right. This mountain right here is pretty good and dry, so I'm going to start on that. And what I did, I mixed up me some 3 different colors here. I mixed me some black and white to the white side, okay, a very, very light gray. And then I mixed me up some black, blue, and white, a little bluish gray. Then I mixed me up some brown and white. All right, and those are my 3 colors I want to use for this mountain here. I want to start off with the bluish gray color first. And I'm going to come right up in here, in which you can hardly even tell that's there. So I'm going to come back in here and just get this gray color. Maybe this will do it. And I'm using my a brush on this one. Right in here, I'm going to leave that open for a waterfall. And the reason why I'm using the brush and not the palette knife, the palette knife will put on a little bit too much paint, okay, and I want this to be way in the back so I can smooth it out. And just wherever you want it. And I'm going to have a lot of rock. This is going to be a lot of rock formations here. I'll have a few trees, but this is mainly going to be maybe a rock type formation with a lot of rock showing. So I'm going to continue on with this, and I'm going to go back and forth with my colors, and then I'll be right back. Got me some white paint on my liner brush here. I'm going to come right up in here and just put in a nice little waterfall right there. Something like that. Come right around. Just like that. Just make some water movements with your little one-liner brush. Okay. Good. There. Alright, I'll be right back. I got me a little green on the brush here. I'm just going to pop in a few trees. Just going right down the side of this mountain here. Not too many. Like I said, I wanted a lot of this rock showing. Not too many at all. Right there, maybe some over here. Now you're making your trees that start looking like a fence post, which they will at times. Just go back and fill it in. That's all it's needing. So I'm going to work on this, and then I'll be right back, okay? Alright, I'm done with this mountain here, and I want to come over here with this mountain. This one here I'm using a palette knife to put on the paint. The rock color and all. So I'm going to come right up in here, touch it, just let it fall. Let it break. Just like, letting it break, meaning this color here, the black color, it is still showing. Something like that. Maybe this one here. Big old rock there. Now I'm going to come back in here and get some of this brown color. Maybe there's something here. Now I'm going to get some of that bluish gray color. Come right up in here. Just whatever, rock color you want. Just drop it in. Now I'm going to get me a little, just plain old yellow ochre on that. Yellow ochre. Yes, there, that was good. Back here. Yeah, there. Again, I'll come back and put some trees in. A lot of this rock is going to still show, alright? Be right back. Same thing. Come right up in here, just wherever you want your trees at. Let's say I want a tree line right here. And just make downward strokes. This is going to be a little lighter, a little brighter than back here because I want it to show, and because I want more detail because it's, it's getting closer now. And then right on top of the mountain, way up here, just as long as your trees, even though, you're going at an angle, your trees still need to go up, straight up and down. Don't have them leaning over, because it looks like a big old avalanche just came through and knocked them all down. Oh, I'm going to work on this some more. Okay, I think you got the idea how about putting in the trees, and I'll be right back. Alright, I got this mountain done now. I'm going to work on this river right here, or stream, or whatever this is going to be. And we're going to start out right here, right about here. We're going to come along. And we're going to do this one right here. Whoop. Big old waterfall, another waterfall right here. And then just come on here and just put a little splash right at the very, very bottom. And we're going to keep on coming around. Maybe it goes this way. And I'm going to come in and put the land in, and I'll make it go this way or that way with the land, see? I want to just put in these little water movements now. Maybe a little splash right here. Another splash. Something like that. Alright, be right back. I gotta mix me up some color now to put the land in. Alright, got me some good old dark color. And I'm gonna come right about here. Let's start working on this land right here. Let's push it all the way over here. And that's basically how I'm doing it, just tapping. And really, you could just put this on with a shoe brush or some other paint roller, whatever. And let's come around about here. Go like this right here, be good. I'm gonna work on this right here. You got the idea, right? All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys. While this is drying right here, I wanted to share another Judge Judy episode with you. If you see my prior videos, every now and then I'll bring up some shows that I've seen and whatever and talk about them. And right now I want to talk about another Judge Judy episode. Just unbelievable how stupid people are. It's just incredible that these people even exist in this world that we live in today. But anyway, what it is that the plaintiff, you never seen Judge Judy, look it up, okay? Just look it up, Google it, whatever, YouTube it, whatever, and then you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, the plaintiff was suing the defendant because his tree fell on her fence, on her side of the property. It fell over, and it ruined her fence and her building that she had there on her property. The fence and the building was on her property, and the defendant, some guy was the defendant, and his tree, I guess, died or whatever, fell on her property. and destroyed her fence, and that's what she's suing for, to replace her fence in that building. And the judge wants to know what the defense is from this guy. This guy here, this grown man, okay, I guess he's grown, every bit as old as I am, you know, but he said that the plaintiff, now word for word, the plaintiff allowed his tree to die. I mean, are you kidding me right now? I mean, how do you allow a tree to die? What did the lady do? Climb up on top of a tree with a big, huge umbrella to keep the rainwater from, you know, watering the tree? And maybe she had a whole bunch of buckets down there catching the water, wouldn't let the tree drink, and then, you know, to get water. I mean, that was ridiculous. And then he stuck to it. He stuck. I mean, ridiculous. He stuck to it. Another episode. This is almost dry. Another episode. I'll get to it. Now, I'm almost done with this. Okay, this painting. But another episode, a sister was suing another sister. All right, because the sister, the defendant, came and wanted money to get her friend out of jail. Her friend needed some money for I guess what they call it, bail her out, bail out, whatever you call it. And so it was $1,500. All right, so her sister gives her $1,500, goes to the jail. By the time she gets to jail, someone else had bailed that person out of jail. So she looks down, I got $1,500. Well, I need some new clothes and some new jewelry. I need to get my hair done, whatever. She spent it. She spent it all. And then, I don't know, a week later, she went and got the sister's car, borrowed it, and wrecked it, ran it into a tree. You know, and she blamed it on some animal ran out in front of her or something. I don't know. But it was so ridiculous of what she was saying her excuse was, you know, and she just said that I spent it. I needed clothes and stuff, so I spent it. And it was just so ridiculous. I can't even explain how a sister would do her sister that way. But it is what it is. I just thought I'd share that with you guys. It's just crazy how people are. Check it out sometime. Judge Judy. She don't make the show. Okay? It's those idiots that come on TV that make the show. Alright? Alright, we'll be right back. About to come back in here and put some grass in now, alright? Alright, I got me some green on my brush here, some light green. You know, I did make a mistake, guys. I put in this black. You know, I'm so used to putting in this black, you know, and I should just went straight in with the green. Okay, I wanted this to be a lighter painting, but I put the black on, got ahead of myself, but I'm going to have to work with it. It seems like it's working okay. But go ahead and I'm putting all this green as grass in. Alright, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm done with my grass now. And when you're putting in your grass, it's probably to take a step back, because you could find yourself painting the grass all the same color. So I came back in here and I darkened up some areas. I put in a little bit of yellow ochre here and there. Just mix up the color in your grass. Don't let it be all just one color. Alright, so that's what I've done. Now I'm going to go ahead and put in some distant tree, just using a little, you know, a filbert brush, just a small one. Just coming right back in here, wherever I think a tree ought to go. And I think something needs to go right here. Something like that, maybe right here. And just, you know, just pick out a few little spots where you think a tree might want to grow at. Let's see here. I'm going to go right about here. This one right here. Something like that. Maybe put another one right here where kind of like blocking this waterfall. mix me up a little black and green on this brush here. I'm thinking I'm gonna come right down here and have another tree right here. About like this here. Something like that. Alright. Alright, while this tree is drying, I'm going to attempt to put in a deer right about here or so. Make a little mark for its neck, and then come down with the body. I'm gonna have to work on that. I'll be right back. All right, this tree is good and dried. As you can see, I can put it in just a few deer. At least I attempted to, right? Now I got me a little green on my brush here, and just gonna come up here and just put in this tree right here. Very nice. And I just mixed me up some yellow and green together. The yellow is just to lighten up that green some. Now this is where, I know you heard me say before, this is where you let the brush do all the work. There. That's a pretty nice looking tree there. I got me a brush with dark color on one side, lighter color on the other. I'm going to come in here and just put a little tree trunk. Tree branches, sticks, twigs, whatever. Alright. Alright, I got my tree down. I'm going to go ahead and paint this one deer here to show you how I do it. I just got me some brown on my brush here. Just come right up in here and just like little strokes along his back. Something like this. Too far away, you can't see his eyes or anything like that. Alright? Keep that in mind. Now, from the front, right where the chest is at, I'm going to put in a lighter color. Right down by the belly. And then that's all I'm going to do. Maybe just lighten it up just a little bit more. Be careful though. There. It almost gives it the animal a 3D effect. Like you see its whole body, you know, it just ain't a flat body. There. Guys, I'm gonna call this one finished. You got the whole idea. I might come back in here and put in a few little bushes here and there, but you got the idea of this painting here. So I'm gonna let you go. Again, subscribe to that channel, guys, and hit that little like button, and you know, come back and see me. Hopefully, if anything you get out of my videos is just a little bit of entertainment. I hope you at least get that. I hope you come back and see me, and subscribe to that channel, hit that like button to help me out. You know, I'm about a third of the way into making my videos. I figured about 150 videos that I need to get out there on YouTube so I can get noticed. Right now, I think this is my 53rd video, I think, something like that. So I'm, you know, a third of the way. But again, you guys take care of yourself. Come back and see me. See ya.